Let's get back to nature. Yes, it's high time he realized it. What is nature? Nature is a gift from God to mankind, and we all are part of nature. Man, animal, plants, even the small organisms, we all are part of nature. So that according to various beliefs, we have our own interpretations. But by and large, in common, this earth was created. And then the species that evolved was mankind, animals, plants. They all lived in very with each other in harmony. How? The plants grew on its own, the forest, the animals, and man, they all had something in common. But really, what really happened was, in nature, we call creation, the animals and the plants, they were not rational. They had their limits. But man, he was a rational animal, began to supersede the other two and gradually improve himself by harnessing nature, and thereby the plants and animals were brought under their control and he made his life more comfortable. But the beginning was good. But as time went by, what did man do? He began to destroy nature. Step by step, plants were destroyed, forests were destroyed, animals were destroyed. And man went into something beyond the boundaries of what he should have done. He got too much caught in science and technology. True, science had done a lot. Medicine and various technologies had contributed a lot to society, but it has gone beyond its limits. And today, what is the result? The good old days, even when we were small, the vegetables that we ate, the fertilizer that was used was natural fertilizer like cow dung or dung waste from cattle, poultry and all. Because they had, for a plant to grow, it needed certain, like human beings needing vitamins and proteins and all. Plants, they need a thing called nutrients. You get the major nutrients, the minor nutrients, and normally you call the NPK, or the nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, the major nutrients, and the minor nutrients. Those are the basic things a plant would want to want. But those nutrients, they found when the plant or animal or man dies, he gets decomposed, and that becomes the nutrient to the other plants. And then at the plants of whatever waste, fertilizer that was in the ground was some good old days, it was some decomposed matter of plant, of original plant or animal. But it was a roundabout. In the same way, when these plants were being attacked, when man became more advanced, he started to harness and start cultivating crops. And at that time, what happened, those vegetables did not been used by chemicals and others. What happened was, naturally there were other insects who came and tried on these insects who were attacking the crops, and therefore they were a natural balance. But unfortunately, with the advancement of science, man began to kill these insects and going for agrochemicals. And so were the fertilizers. Then the nutrients that were released from decomposed material and organic microbiological activities that took place in the soil and with those materials, it started to release nutrients, and those are the things that you need to plant. But now man is advancement, he started to create artificial nutrients, like for nitrogen it was, at the start it was ammonium sulfate, ammonia, and then it came into a more concentrated urea, and phosphorus and potassium was muriate of potash and various advancements. And then what happened was, the entire world, the earth, Mother Earth, that had its natural control of its metabolism, was brought under a scientific control. So later on, it was differentiated. Even a fertilizer was called organic and inorganic. In our childhood days, we never had that. Fertilizer was fertilizer. Now today, it was that, and then came the chemicals. Now with those predators or the other insects who really destroyed the insect that killed the plant, they all totally destroyed by the introduction of agrochemicals. Now even this, the story goes on like this. The history of agrochemicals, it all started somewhere in France, in a place called Bordeaux, the Bordeaux University. What happened was, in Bordeaux University, you have, it was a big compound which they grew wine, grapes. Small children, while going after school, they found they wanted to remove and pluck those fruits. The caretaker and the gardener who watched that, he felt, I must spray something so that they will not touch it. And he sprays lime sulfur. But it was a coincidence, he realizes, the moment he sprays lime sulfur, and then he found something else took place. The plant became more flourishing, and it had a lot of changes. So then that is the birth of agrochemicals in this world, where you have a thing called the Bordeaux mixture. The Bordeaux mixture was the birth of agrochemicals. So the Bordeaux mixture was a portion of copper sulfate and then lime and something else. And this Bordeaux mixture, as time went by, it went into copper cotton, and then you get the copper oxychloride, then the copper oxides, and then came the carbamate fungicides. You got them manganese oriented and zinc oriented, and then with all that the funguses were controlled, and also then came the insecticide like Solignum mixture and DDT and organophosphate and chloride and hydrocarbon. And this sort of a thing had taken momentum, and gradually it caught up the whole world, and they found without these chemicals and fertilizers and this modern technology, at the rate of population explosion, because population was increasing mathematically, but population was increasing mathematically, and food production was increasing arithmetically, because 2 and 2, 4, 4 and 2, 6. Here it was going on a rapid scale. So to beat that up, these new scientific innovations took hold, and big companies involved like Chevron, Dow Chemicals, and Meyer and Baker, and all those people put a big hold all over the world and caught it up. Now today, what's the result? Now in Sri Lanka, we have opened our eyes to see the whole country, the whole island is poisoned. The water we drink, all these chemicals had gone beyond the limits. Everywhere, everything is a poison. And then even these very tomatoes that you market after plucking, before marketing to super centers, again a fungicide is sprayed onto them for preserving the shells. The good old days, there the saying was, an apple a day will keep the doctor away. But today that apple is different. Today an apple a day, you will be glad to go to the doctor because that will have a lot of accumulative effects with all the chemicals in it. So it has become a current technology and science, although it came for our help, it has destroyed us. It has destroyed. Now look at the sea, look at the polythene, look at this, look at that. The world is coming to a destruction because of science and technology at large. So getting back to nature, getting rid of fertilizers and all this stuff is good. But the danger is, at the same time, we must make a program, the government and worldwide must make a program where you should have an equal amount of organic materials to harness. For that, the only answer is nature. Nature, get back to nature. And in stages, get back and try to harness the animals, the species, those insects, what is still all been destroyed. Now what is surviving should be preserved. Everything should be preserved. And that's the only way this planet could be saved. So thereby today, it's an effort to save this planet and to save mankind and to have a new horizon open up for the future generation. A new channel has been created which says, let's get back to nature. Nature is the answer. Science, technology, all those are things you must take it as an antidote and just get rid of it. The true answer is nature. Good luck, goodbye. We'll make an effort. The rest is the one above. He shall guide us. Thank you. Good luck, goodbye. Assalamu alaikum. An effort to save humanity.